Hey guys, so for this week's video I just threw together some pretty quick little watercolor paintings. I cut these sheets in half. I believe these are 9x6 pieces of paper, I think. They're the B Company paper. I've gotten packs of, I believe, 24 sheets from Michael's before, and they're really nice watercolor paper. I like them a lot. And I also painted these using my Kuretake Gansai Tombi watercolors, which I also have a separate video on my first impressions of these watercolors, and since then I've used them quite a bit actually, and I really like them. I actually used a water brush pen thing for this video. I don't often use them, but recently I've been using it quite a bit for watercolor. I personally prefer to use actual brushes. I feel like you have a lot more control and you can get like a finer point and stuff out of actual real brushes instead of water brushes. But for the sake of this video, I used a water brush because the one huge pro for me when it comes to water brushes is that I can use very little water, I feel like. Not that it uses little water, but when I'm using actual brushes, I tend to accidentally load my brush up with a lot of water and then it takes a good amount of time to dry, which isn't really a bad thing, but I'm impatient and I didn't want to keep having to pause this recording to wait for layers to dry. And the plus side as well is that I was working on 4 at once, and that was way more than enough time to get the water to dry. So that's why I went ahead and I used a water brush. I don't think I've ever used a water brush in any video on this channel. I do have a few, I just don't use them often. I prefer using regular brushes, but they're just super convenient, especially recently. Like, all my videos I'm working on a table, but every time I draw, like 99% of the time I'm drawing or painting, I'm doing it on my bed actually, which isn't the best idea, especially when it comes to painting, because I like to do something called put a water cup between like my feet or something. It's mistakey, waiting to happen, waiting to spill dirty paint water everywhere. But on to a different subject here. So I have been trying to post a video every week, either Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, because those are my days off from work, and it has been very successful for the past quite some time. I actually was kind of debating on not making a video for this week because the anime convention I go to every year, the like one convention I go to every year, it's coming up pretty soon here, and my boyfriend and I are gonna go, and we have like not even one single costume completely done, and I still have to in total make 4. 2 of them are like halfway / more than halfway done, but that gives me like a little bit over a week per costume, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get everything done, but on my days off, and honestly when I get home on the days I work, I'm just kind of going to be cramming and sewing here and there. So I was kind of debating on making a video at all, because it's like, damn, the like 2 hours I put, 2, 3, 4, maybe, I don't know how long it's gonna take to edit, but you know, the several hours I put towards making a video, I could just be sewing. But making YouTube videos makes me happy, so I figured I can just do a pretty quick and simple one. So that is where this came from, because I didn't have any ideas or anything. And also, the painting I'm working on right now, that's my favorite one. I forgot to talk about the art, I was rambling. But before I added the fish, it was just gonna be like based off of a greenhouse sort of thing. That's kind of what I was going for here. But when I went back to it to add more layers, it looked like it was underwater because like the teal and the blues and stuff, it looked very underwater-esque. So I added a fish to it, and it's like a little underwater like garden area, and I thought that one turned out really cute. I mean, I'm not really happy with how it looks. These are kind of messy, but I'm okay with that. I think I'm very okay with that. I like how they turned out. I think they're pretty cute. I really like the color combinations on them. I know they're just like pinks and purples and then blues and greens, but I really like how they turned out. I didn't really talk about the art much because I started talking about other stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this regardless. I'm gonna keep trying to post a video every week. I'm not gonna for sure say I'm going to, because if I say I'm going to and then I get stressed out about it because I don't want to or I don't feel like I have time to, then thank you guys for watching though. I hope to see you guys next week, presumably if I post a video, but for now I'm going to go, so have a great rest of your day. Bye.